Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is episode 40 of our mission to Mars. As you can see, autumnal colors are back. Wow, how is it that we are already at this point? It seems like just yesterday that I was talking about how we had all green left back in the trees, and there was no, all that winter period where the trees were bare was gone, and now we're back to this. So anyway, I guess that's what happens when I go to Earth for a couple of months during the summer, and I come back. All of a sudden, everything is is here, and we're autumnal, and we are in October. As you can see, the fields that we harvested last time are still in need of some seeding, so we'll be doing some of that today. As expected, we do have our soybean field that had previously been planted right after the corn that we had planted before, that we harvested in the last episode, is ready to harvest today. Also, we have barley over in our chicken dome that is ready to harvest. We have lots of fields of these soybean fields that we have already done, that we've already seeded and everything, and obviously we're going to have to run the weeder through those. Although this is, this is soybean and it's really slow growing, so we've got a while before we have to do that. These two fields, this single field and then the double field next to it, were in need of lime, and so after I cut the camera off in the last episode, it rained and it rained and it rained, and when I got a break in that, I went ahead and spread the lime on these fields to get those ready for today. So let me grab this one first. Grab our big fent and one of our seeders, and we'll go ahead and get that in progress. I am full of seed. Just need to fill up the liquid fertilizer. There we go. Okay. And this, while I am looking at it, I want to change that to, right past it, so let's get back there. Corn. Okay. this is the field, of course, that was corn before, and but we are going to put it back in here because it's going to give us the amount that we need to finish corn off. And I've got that set for corn. I'll always double check that now because I have set one of these off fairly recently and been planting the wrong crop. Hopefully it'll get all the way out to that edge. Anyway, we will leave that doing that. Let's see, and since we need to be seeding, I will go ahead and get this guy too. These jointed tractors drive so weird. I may never get used to that. This one only needs a little bit of liquid fertilizer, but we'll go ahead and top it off anyway. And of course this one is also set for soybeans, so we will set this one for oat. Okay. Open it. Oh, tractor's a little bit wider than the others, so there we go. Oh, accidentally fell out of the tractor. Okay. Yes, we've got some fields to sow today. Obviously, there's some weeding that needs to be done, so I can set that going on one of the fields. There is a new addition to the farm. I will tour you through that. And part of our farm that has been on loan is now back, and it's related to that new thing on the farm, so we'll talk about that as we get into it. Okay, set that. How are we doing on that edge? Oh, we're missing a sliver of that. Well, line it up better next time, I guess. So. Okay. We'll go ahead while I'm coming down here past it. We'll grab our sprayer. And it is completely out of spray of the herbicide, so fill that up. It's on the way to the field anyway. Okay, I do not have to open this one. This one will just start filling. Herbicide, start. $5,000 in herbicide to fill this up. 5,040 to be absolutely exact. Okay, taking off the end here, just, you know, don't want to break with tradition, so I always do this. It's still running. Didn't realize I hadn't turned the spray off there. I was wasting spray, so. And now, okay, hold your breath. Okay, we'll shower and get the rest of that herbicide off of us later. Okay, enough delay now. We've got some seeding going, we've got spray going, and now need to grab one of our one of our harvesters rather. We'll grab this one. It's been getting quite a bit of work. We use this one in our quite a bit in our last episode. Okay. Okay, and this is our Lizard Colossus harvester. This for our soybean. Back off just a little. I like to be able to see the whole vehicle there, so see the end of the pipe. Yeah, this field is obviously going to fit. Yeah, this is going to take, this field won't take too long, so I'll go ahead and do this one. I won't bother to put it on a worker, but I will put it in a time lapse, and I will see you in just a few minutes. Okay, and we are coming up with our harvester on our silo over here. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong key again. I am doing that all the time now. Let me see. Get back a little bit more so I can see that. Yep, there we go. And I didn't look at how much that was, so we are going to see now. Let's see, that was soybean, so we are at 332,552. That doesn't seem to have moved a whole lot from where it was. So, yeah, it's going to take a lot of soybean to get us where we need to go for that. So anyway, that is all for that one right now. And give me a moment and I will get us back over and reposition some of these other tractors. Okay, as you may have seen there, for some reason this oh, that's why it stopped. Never mind. I was going to say, for some reason this worker quit on me over here with the spray, but that's because on these two fields and the majority of this third one, we have emptied it. So for some reason I gave it credit for going longer than that, but these are some pretty big fields. So we'll get this refilled and get it. I'll go ahead and finish off that field in spraying, and then I'll get it moved to this one here to our left. Let's see. No real big family news to get you updated on. Everything is going about like normal now. But interesting, after our trip to Disney World, both while we were there and it's kind of continued, I have been sort of talking with Whitney and everything and we've been talking about our favorite Disney princesses and things like that. Seems she is partial to Merida from Brave, of course. Get that shut off, and I think there were just a few that I missed there. Not sure why these lines are going through here. Did I get everything? I guess I did. No, yeah, okay, so I'll do that. So anyway, yeah, apparently Merida and Jasmine. Oh, you know what? I think I have learned my lesson from when I did the harvester. Started up on that edge. I think I'm going to move this down here so that the boom does not hit anything when it makes it down to this point. So we'll just start it here. Well, there we go. Okay, and Okay, so we've got we've got one of the small seeders going. We've got one of the big rollers going, and we have the weeder, the sprayer going, getting rid of weeds. And I will jump in this tractor and see what I can do about this field here. Still got oats, and we've still got fertilizer and seed. So but yeah, so Jasmine and Merida are Whitney's favorites. I told her that probably for me, Belle and Cinderella, I think were some of mine. Maybe I went a little bit old school with mine, but what do you expect? But, you know, of course, my wife just kind of rolls her eyes and everything because we talk about this so much, and among those is, among that talk is, of course, both of us talking about how much we would like to go back again, even though we have just been there. And, you know, truthfully, I think maybe, the next time they have a nice big break from school and everything like that, we might do the whole thing again. Maybe even hit Universal a little bit this time. They have also put in some new things. I will admit that Disney is my... Oh, what did I do? Oh, okay. When I went there to the end of that last thing, I thought I had raised it, but what I had actually done was to turn off the cedar. But yeah, Disney is my favorite among the two. Still, if you're looking for, if thrill rides are your jam, then maybe you would like Universal's the Universal Park. But for me, I kind of like the family-friendly things a little bit better. And Whitney is very much into princesses now. We did of course stop by, and she did the Bippity Boppy, what's it called? The Bippity Boppity Boutique. So we did that. She got several autograph books full from Mickey, and I think we got just about every princess there is there. So okay, I did lift it that time, so yeah, okay. So yeah, something tells me that there is definitely another Disney trip coming in the future. Another piece, I told you that there was a new addition to the farm and something that was returning to the farm. You may, if you watched any of the early videos, you may remember that there was a man who had a harvest of cotton that was due, and his harvester had broken down. And my cotton harvester was kind of sitting around since it wasn't one of the crops that I was growing for the challenge and everything. Um, one of the 6 crops. It was sitting around and it wasn't really being used, and I put the word out there that when I heard about it, I was like, well, just let him know, if he needs, he can borrow mine. And he did. He was very appreciative of that. And everything. And then, that harvester was returned, and I just kind of kept it over at the shop. They didn't really mind so much. It wasn't crowded here in the dome there. And I just kind of kept it there, and because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. My other sheds were really full, and those sheds with the big airlock doors on the front of them are not tall enough for that harvester to go in. So I had left it there at the shop. Well, past another season, and the guy had gotten his harvester fixed, and he had another cotton crop that he was doing, and lo and behold, he was on the first field of that, and that harvester broke down again. So they reached out to me, and apparently that harvester that he had gotten, it was a little bit older one. It had been used several times, and it was just I think kind of going to be prone to have problems. So, oh wow, things have finished work already. I guess the sprayer, and I'm guessing the roller as well. I need to get that roller going on that big field, on the double that was done. So anyway, so I said, hey, look, I've still got this harvester that isn't being used, and I said, how about I just put it on a semi-permanent temporary loan to him for as long as he needs it, because I am not using it. Didn't see a time when I was going to be. So it has been over at his farm since then, and that's one of the reasons why. Well, I don't go over into the dome over there much. I don't go into the dome over there, the shop dome over there much anyway. But it's the reason you haven't seen it around the farm. Well, the news is that that farmer, who and he actually has his dome is the closest one to mine. And he's got one of the old style ones like mine too, and he has finished all of his 6 crops, and he has made the decision to return to Earth and give up his dome. So he is doing that. He took, as per the deal, he left $250,000, which is what we started with. So he left that $250,000. He took everything over that, and he has departed. And so because of that, they have brought my harvester back. So that is the part that is joining the farm, or rejoining the farm, rather. Let's see, is this going to be wide? No, probably not. I was going to say, is this going to be wide enough to get this all the way across, but no, we might as well not even try. It's going to take a third pass anyway. Or yeah, because this is the second time. So yeah, third on this section. Okay, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna go move. Oh God, I forgot 3 things done now. That cedar must be done too. So I am gonna go move all of these to other fields. It did finish this, yes. Where did my harvester go? It's way up here, okay. Okay, and there's the field right in front of us, so I'll just move it right over there. So many fields to do. In one way or another, every field every field on this farm is having something done to it today, so that's quite a bit. So put that, set the worker going back on that now that I've got him straightened out. And the roller is down here. Go around the roller. It's a very large roller, so it took quite a bit to go around it. There's a field down here that needs to be sprayed too. A couple of fields down on this end. Yeah, the couple of fields down here, still the, see, that's a single field that it's doing right now. Still got the double on that end. Still got the two fields that are over by the sawmill. Okay, and I'll just set you loose right there. Get out of the way. Yep. And looks like this cedar must also be done. Okay. And it's still got some seed and everything in it, so let me go ahead and move it over to our small field over here. I will have to do a little bit around the perimeter to make sure that when I set the worker loose on it, it gets it all, and then I'll get back to our big one. Or actually, before I do that, I'll grab another tractor, I think, and grab another tractor and put one of the small rollers on it. See, there's that little bit of soybean that we accidentally planted into this field. Let me get lined up here. Okay, we are still set for oat, so I'm good to start that. Down this side here. Hopefully this will get it clear of these. I can get it here. Workers tend to mess up around these trees, as you probably know if you've played any of this yourself. just for good measure, I'll go ahead and grab this end here too. It looks like in the time that we have been moving this and getting our getting the roller moved to the other field, our sprayer is in need of another field. So let me go ahead and set that worker going. I'm going to go ahead and grab another tractor. Oh, missed a little bit right there in weeds. Well, a little weed in it isn't going to hurt anything. I'm not going to come back and do just that little bit. Still, it's aggravating to see. You know, I know all the people that are a little more OCD out there than I am. Probably drives them up the wall that I'm gonna just leave that. Whoa, just didn't want to stop there. Kept going around and around and around. Yeah, so this tractor is gonna hook to well, if I could line it up better anyway. This to this roller. We'll have it roll this small field. Yeah, I don't know how straight that is, so I will leave a little outside, and oh, I forgot to check if this needed lime, so I am going to have to go over and lime this. I forgot to check that after it was harvested. I had been so good about that with the other fields, and I dropped the ball on that one. So, okay, now, I think I have maybe enough to do this 53% maybe. Yeah, and with this one, it's this end that we need to take off. Yeah, we will definitely have to fill this up after this. Well, the good news is, I guess, you know, if I can get all these fields sprayed off this early, even though it's going to take so much longer for these soybeans to grow, if I can get all of those, fields sprayed with herbicide, get everything else growing. You know, the oats will take a little while. We'll have to spray those eventually too. And the corn that we just did. But if I can get all of those done, that is good. I'm going to hire that worker and get out. See where this... Okay, this worker is still going on the roller there. Okay, so I will meet you back over in our tractor. With our seeder that we left over here. Okay, we're back in our tractor here. See if we can't finish this off before everything else finishes again. Okay, we'll finish the center section off. Just going up the middle here. Okay, and we'll get this little piece down here finished off. And on the way back, I will get some of those little spots that we missed. We're trying to finish our totals off, so we want to get every little bit in there we can, I guess. Yep, one of our workers has finished before we could finish the field here. But there's not much of this one, so I'll go ahead and finish it off. Oh, did I miss that little section over there? Still, I meant to get that. We'll get it eventually. But yeah, it's good that it's good if I can go ahead and get my get all my crops taken care of, because I was telling you about the man who had borrowed the cotton harvester and how he was going back to Earth. He has all of his cotton harvested, and he is done, but he does still have some crops in the field. I'm not sure what they all are, but you know, they told me that he does have all the equipment there that he needs to still to harvest, and they have asked me if I would be interested in the meantime, while until they find somebody else that wants to take over that dome. They have asked me if I would look after the crops that are currently planted. You know, normally somebody would start with, you know, all fields that were empty. But you know, obviously in this case, unless they want to plow under some crops and everything, and well, more people are coming in every day, and more and more. You know, I was saying, you know, more people come in every day, and more of those people are not farmers, because we are growing an actual, growing the colony itself a lot more now, and so, you know, everything that we produce is very important, because we are at a point where we are mostly self-sustaining now. You know, we're growing enough food. You know, I'm growing the coffee and the hops. Yeah, keeping us supplied in that. You know, they. You know, it's kind of crazy for me to think about, but they talked about the possibility that with so many new people moving in, oh no. Oh, okay, give me a second to figure this out. Okay, I got it loose from that tree now. Let's see if I can stay short of that. Now I'm going to get the cedar. Oh, am I going to get back in that again? Oh, I do not like these tractors. Okay. Okay, now give myself plenty of room this thing turned. I usually don't do this field with this big cedar, at least not the outer ring of it. I usually use one of the smaller cedars. I have used this one, but I just don't like it. I think the last time I did this field, I wasn't using the jointed tractor. Anyway, I was using our Fent. Okay, my goodness, we have two workers that are done. As soon as I get up here, I'll go across down this side, across the end, and then I'll go ahead and set a worker on this one while I go and take care of those two. But we are closing in on having everything done. And while that worker's going on this, and after if I can get those straightened out, then I'll show you the new thing on the farm. Because the rest of this is just going to be more of the same. I've got all those fields to be sprayed. If I've got 2 workers done, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that means that the worker that was doing the seeding with the small cedar is done. If they are, then we have nearly all the seeding done. And then it's just rolling, and then that one field that I have to go back and spread some lime on. So okay, spin this around, get it going down this way, and we'll see how it does. I know how it'll do though, so I'm just gonna get out and not watch, and I'll fix it all later. So anyway, oh, now we got all 3 done, so I will hurry over here and I'll show you what I have done. So oh, almost passed. I did pass right by it. I've tucked it back over here. We have this now. If you recognize this, you may have seen this. I don't know if I think I just described this to you. In the new domes that they're doing, this is your starting house. And it has a 2-level elevator over here for taking equipment down, and this is where your workshop is. You also have a diesel tank back here, and it's got a little bit of diesel in it, and you have an extra silo back here, which, I don't personally need either one of those, but hey, we've got them if we need them. And let's see if I can show you this. Yeah, it's like a big bunker and everything. Oh, I almost accidentally stayed up on the upper level there. And this is what it looks like. You've got a control center here, and you can see you've got cameras that show around out in front, out to the side, one of the elevators, and that is just inside that front door there. So you've also got a sofa over here, and when you're using this as your house, that's actually a sleep trigger. So, but you have a kitchen, you got some video games down here to entertain yourself, a fan just in case it gets too hot, I guess. And then this is one of those elevators. This is actually elevator number 2, and you will see there is a bottom level down here. You've got some racks here for storage things and parts and stuff like that, and a control for the elevator is also down here, and this is where I am storing. I got this because I needed a place that was big enough to store my cotton harvester when it came back. So yeah, now we have this. I've got an extra little kind of, now that I'm outnumbered in the house and everything, I kind of know how my wife felt all those years. Growing up with, or as our boys were growing up with 3 of us in the house. So, I've got her and Whitney, and I guess now, if I want, I have a little kind of a man cave thing to escape to, but it's also a place to kind of come and relax as I'm in between jobs on this. So, let's see. Got this roller over here. Yeah. So anyway, that's the update of, I've got the sprayer that I came to first. So let's go ahead and get in that. What? Oh. You know what? It must have encountered the roller. So I'm going to line this back up here. It may not have enough spray to finish this field, so we'll see about that. But anyway, I'm going to get this this roller moved to another field, and I think I'm going to, it's just going to kind of be more of the same repeated stuff. So I'm going to take this over to that field over there that the jointed tractor sowed first, and get that going, and then I'll come back and move that small seeder that I had running on that small field. There's one more, that really tiny field over on the other corner of the map there. I've still got that to do, and that's that and the one that the worker is working on right now are the last fields to be seeded. That need to be planted, and they're both getting oats, and so we'll see how fast that grows. But yeah, I am trying to get all of this done so I can take a trip maybe tomorrow over to that other dome. I have never been there. I don't know how he's got it set up, or like I say, they said that there are. They told me that there are harvesting equipment and sprayers and all things like that that I will find over there, and so I have, like I say, I have agreed to take care of it temporarily, and I don't imagine that it'll take too long for them to find somebody else to take it over, but I'll keep everything. I think he did sell all of his animals before he left, so all that is gone, but he couldn't do anything about the crops that were in the field. So we will, we'll get over there and take a look and see what's going on with that, and I'll kind of give you maybe more of an update on that in the next video. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. As I made the recommendation in the last video, if you have any recommendations for me at all about what maps I should play in FS25, and especially which ones I should video for content on here on YouTube, and also what kind of challenge maybe you're looking for. So I'm still looking for responses on that. So if you want to be able to put your 2 cents in, then go ahead. And anyway, I will see you all next time. If you could help me out by going down below and hitting the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell if you want to get notifications about new videos that I post. Anyway, thank you all, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.